Shalom. Today I would like to talk a little bit about Kabbalah, the inner part of the Torah, the mystic part of the Judaism, and like we do all the time, I will make the connection with the soul of Yeshua. Alright? So I will give really a basic idea about the 10 Sefirot, the base of all Kabbalah. I will write it here, first of all. Keter, what is crown, Chokhmah, what is wisdom, Binah, that is understanding, Dat, what is knowledge, Chesed, what is like love, Gvura, what is like rule, Tiferet, Netzach, Hod, Yesod, Malchut. There are here 11 concepts, because when we count the crown, we don't count the dat, the knowledge, and when we count the knowledge, we don't count the crown. This, if we want to keep the number of 10, but many times we use all the 11 concepts. Generally, the crown represents what we have more up of our consciousness. It means what I'm not aware of it has to do with the crown, what is on up of me.
Above me.
Above me. Wisdom, Chokhmah, it's like the beginning of awareness of myself. It's like a point of enlightenment that reveals to myself. It's like I have a new idea. It's called wisdom. Bina, this is called father as well. Bina is the mother. It's like to develop the point of a wisdom. It's like the mother develops the seed to a baby. That is knowledge, have to do with the connection between father and mother, like it is written, V'Adam yada et Chava, Adam knew his wife. This is in the mind, the head. After we have the body, this is the right hand, the left hand, the body, the right leg, the left head, the breath, and the kingdom. This attribute of what we call the body under the mind have to do with the emotion of heart. Alright?
Heart.
The heart. The emotion of the heart. This has to do with the mind, with the thinking. This has to do with the heart. And the Malchut, the kingdom, it's like the speech. It's like to reveal outside of myself everything that I have inside of me. What I have in mind and what I have in my heart, I take it outside of myself by speech. This is the kingdom. Right? Now, this concept are symbols by the body. Our symbol concept of body, like I said, this is the right hand, this is the left hand, this is the body, this is the breath, this is the right legs, the left leg, etc. Now, in Hasidut, the basic difference between Kabbalah and Hasidut, that the Hasidut took concept of body and translated to concept of soul. It means the Hasidut give different name for all the sphirot that make me to understand it more well what it means in soul instead of soul. When we learn Kabbalah, we know that the crown is split to three heads. I'm not going to get to the type of this thread in the terminology of Kabbalah, but in Hasidut, these three heads, these three parts, these three crowns that are the crown, my rabbi, Arav Yitzchak Ginsburg, Shlita, give his interpretation to all the name of Kabbalah in Hasidut and make a very certain form. Exactly, you know, you can see in Hasidut different things, what it means wisdom, you can find different words, you can find different concepts, what it means bina, but he put one word for each concept and decided this is it, alright? And I'm going to give you this name that I learned from him. The crown, the thread of crown is called Emunah, Ta'anug, Ratzon. Emunah is faith. Ta'anug is pleasure. Ratzon is will. Alright?
So desire.
Ratzon, no, not desire, will. I want. Alright? It's very high place, it's crown, we're talking about the crown, don't talk about the lower instinct. We talk about the keter, it's like God. It's like we talk about very high faith. Like we know that there are three crowns. It is a crown of kingdom, it is a crown of Torah, it is a crown of priest, of Keuna. Alright, so it's related to this three kind of crown. It is written in Pirkei Avot that there are three crowns. Is a Keter Torah, is a Keter Kehuna, and is a Keter Malchut. Is a crown of Torah, a crown of Kehuna, of priesthood, and priesthood, and a crown of kingdom, alright? And Keter Shem Tov, Ole al Gabem, is up of them. So it's a question. They say there are three crowns. They don't say there are four crowns. They say there are three crowns. And they say it's Keter Torah, Keter Kehuna, and Keter Malchut. And then he say, but he talk about another crown that is on top of the three crowns. Keter Shem Tov equal, Keter Shem Tov, it means crown of good name, equal Emunah Tanug Ratzon. Keter Shem Tov. Same Gimatya, Emunah Tanug Ratzon. Alright? So, it means there are only three crowns, there are not four crowns. But these three crowns, the way the Pirkei Avot put them in order, it's like the Chabad, it's like against the Chokhmah, the Bina and that. This is the way the three crowns appear in the mind, in the Chabad. It means the Chokhmah is Keter Torah, the Bina have to do with the priesthood, and the kingdom has to do with the Dat. But the way they appear more high, it's a different order. This Emunah first has to do with the mother, with Bina. It's why the first letter of Emunah is M, mother. The Keter Torah has to do with pleasure. And the Keter Malchut has to do with the will. It means the same crown, the way they appear. Mohar, on top of this three crown, they call Keter Shem Tov. That equal Emunah, Tanug, Ratzon. Okay? It is written in Shir Hashirim, if I am not wrong, Rosho is head. Rosho always talk about his head, it means the crown. Rosho, Ketem, Paz. Paz, it's a very good gold. It's called Paz. Ketem, it's the color of orange. Ketem, what is orange? Katom is the color of the gold. He's the iconim of Keuna, Torah, and Malchut. But in what order? In the order the way it appears in the crown. It is written Rosho. What is the crown called head? There are three heads in the head, what's called Keter, is Ketem Paz. Right? Ketem, it means we have Keuna, Torah, Malchut. There are three crowns. And this is the way they appear in more high of the intellect. This was few words
above the intellect.
Above the intellect. This was few words about the three concepts of crown. This is the inner name that was given in Hasidut, particularly by Rav Yitzchak Ginsburg, when we talk about this special word here. So we start with Emunah, Tanug, Ratzon. It means the will, it's like a body. More inside of this, it is a pleasure. Why I want something? Because I have a pleasure to want this thing. All right? And when the pleasure is completely with not any feeling of himself, it's become Efef, Emunah. Now, instead of Chokhmah, in the soul, what it is wisdom, the word that he put is Bitul. Bitul, it means I am nothing. Now we understand all the 10 sefirot instead of soul.
To cancel,
I'm nothing. I'm the Bitul. I'm not feeling myself.
Annulling.
This is the father. The mother, the Bina, is called it Simcha, what it means happiness. Em Abanim, Smecha, the mother of the children, happy. The Dat, he call it Yichud, what it means connection. The Chesed, it means when somebody likes to give, is a person of Chesed. He call it love, Ahava. The Gvura, what it means, the severity of keeping the right judgment for everything, the Din, is called it Yira, fear. The Tiferet, what is the body, what is like the Tiferet is the beauty of many colors, what is like the connection between love and fear. This is Avraham, this is Yitzchak. And in Tiferet is Yaakov. The inner name he give it is Rachamim. pity, rachamim, mercy. The right legs is giving instead of netzach, what it means in eternity, the name that he give it is bitachon. Bitachon, security, how you call it, you say bitachon, when somebody he trusts himself, he have a bitachon, he secure, meaning this is his right legs. The small left, he call it tmimut. Tmimut, it's like naivety, it's like simplicity, it's like to be honest, it's like to be simple, it's like to receive everything I am told with not asking too much question. The name in Kabbalah is Hod. Hod, it means it's a beauty, it's a kind of beauty, but has to do with head, what it means a heko. It's like to accept everything happened to me and to keep going, because we're talking about left. To keep going, I don't ask question. I've been told to do this, so I do it simply. This is the idea of tmimut. In Tehillim, it is a verse, Olech batom, somebody that going with tmimut, that is called tom, Yelech betach, he will keep going with security. So the walking have to start with the left, like we say left, right, what it means. We have, from the beginning, we have to be simple, and after we will arrive to secure. We trust Him, like we are sure in the way we go. Safe. The yesod, what is foundation, the brit, is called it emet, true. Emet, it's not mean only true. It means like to fulfill the promise, לאמת את ההבטחה, to fulfill the promise, this is a brit. And the malchut, he call it shiflut. Shiflut, it means somebody that make himself very low. I am nothing. Like David HaMelech say, והייתי שפל בעיניי, I am in my eyes nothing. When Michal, the daughter of Shaul, his wife, was laughing at him that he danced with everybody, with all the people, with the Torah, she said, how you are like a king of Israel, you make yourself nothing. He said, I am nothing, והייתי שפל בעיניי. I am nothing completely. This is, so the kingdom of the holiness is somebody that, the kingdom, it means ego too. It's like the ani, I. But the kingdom of the holiness is somebody that completely sacrifices his ego, is nothing. Here he don't have ego. Here he sacrifices his ego. He have ego because this is the ego, this is the kingdom. But he also, all the time is sacrifice. He give it like a sacrifice to godliness. Alright, so we have here now 13 concepts, 13 names. 13 equals the word ahava. We have here 58 letters, what equal chen and equal yimach. Our secret word that all our Torah is based on it. This number of the letter. In the other name we saw before, we have 42 letters. Now we have 58 letters, together is 100. Like it is written in the Nar Katon Noheg Bam. A small kid conduct them. And Noheg equal Chen, 58, Bam equal 42. Together is 100.
Okay.